Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Today we have a surprise event. Inside of it, we have the Moon Crescent Mount. You know, the one that was giving 2 seconds of death immunity when taking fatal damage and then healing you 10% of max HP. The one that a C server had way before we had the cheetah mount on global. And in fact, I know that many players asked me if that mount could counter the cheetah mount. And this is something that I would like to try. I don't think it's gonna be stronger, but with this mount, this is a bit different. You have 2 seconds of death immunity instead of 3 seconds with the cheetah mount, so it looks way less effective, right? But with this one, you are not forced to die past the 2 seconds, and it's gonna change many things, not only for PvP but also for PvE, because imagine using that mount versus a boss where you were dying before, such as the Abyssal Portal, for example. That mount is gonna allow you to stay alive 2 seconds more and maybe cast the Disarm, the Blitz Assault another time, at least during the battle. This is gonna be great to increase your scores on some bosses in the game. This is something that I would like to try. So this is the kind of event. You have 4 eggs at the middle, then you are gonna have 9 and then 16, and the goal is to break them until you find the top reward that you can change here. So in my opinion, the best thing to take here is the hammers or the scrolls, and in my case, I'm gonna take the scrolls because over 50 floors, I'm gonna have almost 50 scrolls, which means that I can upgrade almost 2 stats, and 50 of these is gonna give me only what, 5,000, a bit more than that. So this is not that great in my opinion, because if I show you what I need today to improve, to increase the level of my artifact, for now I need 9,000, so it's not even 1 level, but I'm only on level 72, then it is 73. It's gonna go way higher than that and way faster. So I imagine that to reach the level 80, I'm gonna need maybe something around 90,000, something like that, so the 5,000 are not gonna help me that much. But if I show you my scrolls with class awakenings here, these are what I have, and the scrolls are so crucial in the game to increase your main stats. Look at that. If I want to increase my crit damage one more time, I need 30 scrolls, so I can upgrade that level by 1 after that event, maybe almost 2. And I have other stats here. I need the same for every single stat here, but the stats given are way better than before. Let me show that to you in a moment. 248% here, and if I check my crit damage, I have, yeah, let's say 8,000. 8,000, let's upgrade my class again. Here, 1 level only. If I check again, 17% crit damage increase. 17% is pretty nice. Better in my opinion than getting only 1 level here on your artifact, because you are getting base stats only. Of course, over time, if you increase more than 1 level, it's gonna help you a lot, but in my opinion, I prefer going for the scrolls. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment below. So you have the daily quest as always to get some hammers, so I'm gonna do that quickly, and then I'm gonna start taking some packs and try to get the mount. The quests are complete and I got only 7 hammers. Generally, I feel like we have a bit more currencies to participate in that event. In other big events, I mean, here it's probably gonna cost a bit more to obtain that mount at the end. Floor 50 generally, before we needed something around 200 euros to get the top reward here. I'm gonna check what do we need to spend to get it today. But before, let me remind you that for the players who want to spend in the game, you can use Aptoide. You are going to have some cashback on every purchase. For example, if I go here, let's use PayPal, I'm going to pay like 110 euros and I'm going to get 23 euros in cashback after spending using that. You can also use my promo code Mushroom2 written right below me on your AppCoins wallet. You are going to get 5% extra cashback. For now, it's not active anymore until the end of December, but it's going to be back in January. So prepare that promo code. You are gonna help me support my channel and you are gonna have some more cash back. So I'm gonna take that pack once, $100, and let's start buying some hammers. By the way, you have the shop in here in which you can buy the mount for 100 of these. But yeah, this is generally not the best thing to do because you have other rewards inside, you have the hammers, and this is what I recommend to pick first. You can get up to 20,000 hammers, but if you want to have the 20,000, I don't know how much you need to spend in that event. We are gonna check that together. So let's go in the winter bazaar and let's buy some packs in here. So generally I recommend to go for the small packs only because here you have a better value buying these. So this is exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's take 3 times these packs, 3 times these ones, and I'm gonna take the little ones as well. So I'm gonna start with that 170 hammers, and remember that over time, every time you're gonna use some hammers, you are gonna get some more. So let's start. I have the scrolls selected. Let's start hitting some eggs. Okay, top reward. Next floor, floor number 2. Every time you're finding the reward, you are getting on the next floor. Okay, directly at the beginning, so that is great. Let me know, by the way, how many hammers did you need to reach the floor 50 if you decided to go for the Moon Crescent Mount? Okay, one more time, the scroll directly at the beginning, that was great. And now I'm on floor 5, so the top reward changed. Now it's the floor 5 reward, so I'm gonna have a key for the lamp thief. Second egg, this is great. So let's continue. Now I have 9. Okay, the scroll was here. Perfect. Let's continue. Of course, I'm gonna try to cut that on video so it's not gonna take the same time, otherwise it's gonna take a lot of time, and the video is not about, oh, look at how many eggs I break during 15 minutes to get the top reward. Okay, so already on floor number 8, I can have some more hammers here, so let's continue breaking some. I think that the time, for once, I'm gonna go all manual. Generally, after you unlocked the full grid, you can use the break all functionality, but generally it goes all that way all the time, and I feel like I am less lucky when I'm doing that. So I'm just gonna manual everything that time. This is why I said that I was cutting the video. Otherwise, it's gonna be indigest for you guys. Okay, so let's continue. Floor number 9, I'm gonna hit here, the one in the middle. The one on middle right. Perfect, I got it. Next floor. Okay, I needed 4. Floor 11. 3 over 9, that was perfect. Let's keep going. I can claim 2 more hammers. 3 over 9 again. Pretty good luck. Okay, 7 over 9. 4 over 9. 3 over 9. Even better, this is great. And now I have the full grid, and as I mentioned before, you have the break all functionality, and it's gonna go, in my opinion, all that way from top to down, and so you are not gonna have any luck at all when you are doing that. So this is why I said that I wanted to manual everything here. 10 over 16, so almost in middle. 9 over 16. Okay, that was 13 that time, almost right at the end. So that was bad luck. 6 over 16, perfect. 5 over 16, another great one. 11 that time. 8, right in the middle, that was perfect. 8 again. 8 one more time. I needed 9 that time. Another 9. 8, right in the middle again. 11 that time, a bit worse. And I needed 10. And now the reward is the costume. I'm already on the floor 30. 8 to get the costume. 9 to get the scroll. 12. 10 that time. And now I have only 3 hammers left. So let's spend them, and then I'm gonna need to take some more hammers. Okay, nothing more for now, so I need to spend a bit more. So let's go back in the Winter Bazaar, and let's take this one time. So here, let's take another time, $50, so it's around 145 that time. And I got an extra 72. Floor 34, let's continue. 8 eggs to get the scrolls. 9 to get the key. 11 to get the scroll. 9. 9 again. 8 for this one. And I am currently on the floor number 40. I still have 31 hammers, and I'm not getting any extra one. So I'm gonna need to spend after that, because there is no way I can reach the floor 50 using 31 hammers. Generally with 31 I can get maybe 3 rounds. So floor 43, I'm gonna reach that in my opinion. So let's continue. Okay, 6 to get the mountain powerman gear. 6 to get the scroll. 7 to get the next one. I needed 8, and now I have only 4 left. I am on floor 44, So a bit higher than I was expecting, but I am still gonna need to spend to buy another pack to continue and get the mount. Okay, nothing left. So go back in the bazaar, another 50, so now I'm close to the 200. 8 to get the scroll, I can claim 10 more hammers. 9, I got another time the costume. 10 to get the scroll again. 8 that time. I'm getting closer to the mount, to floor 48. 13, almost at the end. 8, and I'm finally on the floor 50. So let's get the mount. After 6, I got the mount. I still have 34 hammers to spend, so let's spend them. After that, I'm gonna go in the holiday shop, try to see how many eggs I have to spend in the shop, and after that, I'm gonna equip the mount. Then I'm gonna try the mount, of course, and I'm gonna release another video talking about it in details, as I am always doing. Okay, the scroll after 5, 7, another 7, and you know what, to finish that, I'm gonna break everything. So I have a 15 in stock, and after that, I'm gonna have 7. So I needed 8. So let's redo that from 7 to 0, and I wasn't able to get it. Okay, so this is where I end. Floor 55. And by the way, now I have 88 of these, which means that I don't even have enough to buy the mount here. So instead, I'm gonna go here, as I said before, and I'm gonna take the hammers. 8 times for now, but during the week, I'm gonna have some extra hammers thanks to the daily quests, and I'm gonna get a bit more. 8,000 hammers. So if I go here, I can upgrade 1 level, then I'm gonna need 15,000 instead of 9,000. This is crazy, but look at that. I already have half the hammers I needed. So now if I go here, I have the mount, 10% global HP, so let's check the HP increase I'm gonna have as always, from 243 billion. Yes, I know this is very low, but this is just because with my souls, I have a 0 level in here, because I have almost everything in damage, and in boss damage, by the way, to increase my damage versus bosses, and I have crazy scores in the season here, and in the Lava Behemoth and the Magic Theater during the week. So from 243 billion to 250 billion. So I got a bit more. Let's check the costume, by the way. It's giving 1% global HP. So let's unlock it and let's increase it by 1 level. So now it's giving to me 2%. So this is the costume. So now my character looks like that. I prefer that costume. The mount is pretty good looking, by the way. I'm gonna keep it for now. And now after 2% global HP, I have a 252 billion. And by the way, before ending the video, now let's check how many scrolls do I have. So I have way more than before, around 50 as I said before, so this is great. So now I can upgrade a bit more my stats. So let's increase a bit more my crit damage. Let's go back on my attack here. And this is what I am currently using. I tried to balance my stats, but now I'm going a bit more aggressive with my main build for PvP. If I show you my offense build to beat the tanky players, this is what I was using. 17 crit damage, 43 here. I am still gonna upgrade this one at the top, and this is what I am currently using for my offensive build to beat tanky players in PvP. Then if I show you here at the mine, I got a lot of drills thanks to that event. This is crazy the amount you get, so a lot more ore to increase your tech park. And here you are getting a lot of extra stats. This with the scrolls are a great way to power up your account. And by the way, if I go here, let me remind you, if you are not doing that, I am buying the daily scroll we have. And at the bottom here, I am buying all the drills and the bombs I can daily, because these are helping me to get a lot of techs and have way more stats on my account. If you are doing that daily, you are gonna get way more power at the end, so I encourage you to do the same. This is the only thing that I am buying in here, the scrolls, drills, and bombs. And by the way, in a cross-server ranked match in the shop here, I am doing the same. I am buying the 3 scrolls daily, and I am buying the Awakening Crystal here, because I can convert this one into 20 scrolls, and it helps me a lot to get more stats. So if I come back here one more time, now in the class Awakening, if I convert that, I have 20 more scrolls, and I can upgrade another stats if I go on my offensive build. 17 HP, which is better now. So guys, I think that that was all for the video. Let me just show you one more thing here. I was able to get a Sunshine Bringer with the multiple shots fix here, so I'm still working on that, trying to get the no speeding and debuff immunity, and then I will think about a rage bonus or shroom combo, but that Avian is gonna be perfect with the cheetah mount and with the new Crescent Mount in my opinion. So this is the way to go if you want to have more damage using these two mounts, then the Sunshine Bringer is gonna be your best friend. But this is the goal of another video, so I hope that you enjoyed this one. If it's the case, as always, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts about the new mount. Do you think that it's gonna beat the cheetah mount? Let me know in the comment below. I'm gonna try that later. Oh, multiple shots on this one. This is not what I was expecting. So have a nice day guys, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.